Hi, hi. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. I'm having some network issues. That's fine. I'm s- we won't have that anymore. I've sorted it out. So let's uh, let's do the analysis. Let me share my screen and let's do the analysis as fast as possible. Yep. So yes. So let's do this. Let's come on. So where were we? So we were at one. Now we are popping into the 1 hour time frame. Let's uh, let's analyze 3rd April key yesterday wala. So 3rd April. So here it is. And 3rd April was the news. So let's see the news candle what it did. So it was forming a trend line over here, and it wait. Trendline traders will know what this is. What's happening over here? It is forming a trend and it retesting that level. But it's just a little risky because trend line trading is, as I told you, is a little risky. Let's do avoid that. Let's come back to our original way of trading and liquidity and order blocks. That is what we should look for. So as we look here, as I told you, here liquidity was there, a lot of liquidity. If you see here, uh, so I will form a trend line over here. I told you yesterday as well, these areas contain a lot of liquidity. Below this also there is liquidity. If you pop into, you can see it. Yes, it has breached that level as well. So it has took a liquidity from all these levels. It took liquidity from all these levels. So as fast as it took the liquidity, what the market did was it retraced back like crazy and it gave us all time high, and that was the trade that I was telling you about. I told you that trade will happen because DXY will fall. Everybody knows that because Trump is going to decrease or increase the tariffs on different countries, so that we know that. So what happened before, if you, this is in a 1 hour time frame, it's showing ki it is bullish, but if you pop up into a 15-minute time frame and understand ki what happened at the exact time of it, that will be a little different. So here it is. So here it is. What it did was it consolidated. We were streaming at the along this time, so it consolidated. After that, what it formed is it formed a good. It is more than 125 to 100. This is 200 pipka, more than 200 pipka. What 15-minute candle it formed. It took all the liquidity from here. It took all the liquidity, this liquidity level. It took all the liquidity from there, and it just went up like crazy. So that was the trade. Actually, I took this trade. I took this trade at night, but I couldn't stream it. What how I took this? I took it in another account, so we'll show you that as well. Popping into 5 minute time frames to understand a little bit better. It was very fast, and I executed like very fast. As fast as it took this liquidity, I think I just entered from here. So in 5 minutes, even if you look at 5 minute, the candle is 124 to 107. What it says is in 5 minute as well, it is a 200 pip candle. So at 1:30, the speech started. So I think I didn't actually see the speech, but I did know he was gonna increase the tariffs on a lot of countries, and he's gonna definitely dump DXY. So, but before dumping, Before dumping, they, as you understand the market, there are three ways the market moves. The first one is it consolidates, then it manipulates, then it distributes. So what happened here is this level, if you can see it here, this channel, this level, what happened was it consolidated, the market consolidated, then it manipulated. It was a very little manipulation, not in the terms of pips it was doing. I'm telling you in the terms of time. It was a manipulation in the matter of minutes. It manipulated and then it distributed. See, distribution is way longer, way higher. It always happens in every market. What happens is first consolidation happen, then manipulation happens. Manipulations happens to get liquidity. So after taking that liquidity, it will distribute. So I just took a risk over here. I took a risk and I just entered after in the second candle. I believe I entered the second candle and my RR looks like this. I took around 50 pips ka SL, I think. Yes, 50 pips ka SL, around 50 pips ka SL I took, and I have actually went to take on these highs, this liquidity zone, this line which I was telling you about. I targeted that line with a little buffer. It was around 220 pips. So this was the trade that I did yesterday. It was so fast that it gave it like in 15 to 20 minutes. I just haven't had to wait that much at all. See, this has happened. 145 it started, and 155 was, yeah, it was less than 15 to 20, 15 to 10 minutes. Yeah, between that. And I think I hold it till a little bit more. But okay, I closed the trade after that because I was kind of sleepy at that time. So that was my trade over there. And as I told you, that will happen. The market will do that. So does if DXY is coming down doesn't mean ki gold will go up. That is not written anywhere. That is just a indication. That is all. That is the indication. Give me a minute. I just have to plug my charger in. Okay. So we analyzed what happened in the news. So let's see what happened in Asian session. So what happened in the news? So this is what happened in the news, and it gave us key good trade, and it consolidated over there. If you can see, ki it consolidated at this level, and it didn't come back. So if you can see these candles, what it suggests ki there was no volume at all at this time. 2:35, which was next day starting. 4th April has started from here. Sorry, 3rd April has started, and next day a candle has formed. So when this started, the candles are very small compared to these candles. These are the same 5 minute candles. See how much smaller they are because there is no volume and no one is trading. So as fast as this opened, what opened, key Asian session opened, you can see it. As I told you कि एशियन सेशन में ओनली वन साइड का होता है, वन साइडेड का मैच होता है. तो अगर जाएगा तो नीचे, जाएगा तो ऊपर. ये लिक्विडिटी ये सब नहीं होता. बस लिक्विडिटी ऐसा होता है, बट ऐसा होता है कि हम एक ही साइड होता है. न्यूयॉर्क के जैसा it won't happen कि twice it will go up and come down and it will form double bottoms. No, it will just give you straight trades. See these candles, if you see these candles, कि वो these candles suggest कि yeah, uh, I'm going this side, just take the trade. If even if I'm here, I will take the trade. If I'm trading in an Asian session and I know if the gold is bullish, because this is one night or one-sided match. After a little bit of time, what happened was it took liquidity, it broke an all time high. See that time, no one is trading. like 430, 440. No one is trading, there was no volume. And Asian traders, what they did was they broke the all-time high, and they broke 150 level as well, and traded they traded over this thing. They over 166, 166, 167. After that, it took liquidity. This is all liquidity for that, for sell side liquidity. So after that came this falling. This all happened while we were sleeping as well. So at this is in a 5 minute time frame, by the way, so that is why a little clumsy. If we pop up into a 15-minute time frame, we can understand a little bit better. So see, it was one-sided from here. It was one-sided from here, and it increased to all-time high. And we cannot predict how much will it increase. No, no, not this one. I'm seeing this one. So it went to here. After that, we cannot predict how much it will go, because this is the all-time high. We know. We just have to understand where it will fall. So we just have to understand that, and we'll take profits accordingly. So after taking this, if you observe this candle, this wala candle, it increased, and this candle show how much rejection has it took from this level 166, 166 to 150 at 5:30 in 15 minutes. It took almost 150 pips. That is what it suggests is it has found a resistance over there. So you just don't take trade from here. I will, if you have a confirmation, just don't take trade from here, because here are order blocks over here. This is a big order block. You don't know when it's gonna uh, fall back into this place and when it's gonna increase. So we have to wait till this order block is followed. Then it retests the level, right? Retests this fair value gap, and closes this fair value gap, and retests this level. And then when it comes back, that is when you trade. Because until then, when I'll tell you one thing, most of the times when order block has been formed, and order block has been satisfied. So what do you mean by satisfied is when it's when it or this, or if you look at this order block, this order block, so it came back to that level. It went up and came back to that level, and it increased from here. So it says ki order block has been followed. So after following the order block one time, it won't follow second time. So you would say ki this time it followed. No, it is not following that. This suggests ki this is coming from this liquidity. It's just a retracement it's forming for sell side. That is all. So one time, if a buying is happened from an order block, most 90% of the cases, a buying would not happen again. If only if there is a liquid, if there is a lot of liquidity below this zone, and it took that liquidity, and it started a good confirmation. It has showed a good confirmation. Then we could take a long trade. Until then, most probably. So if you can see here, this is what I'm telling you about. So it took that liquidity and it closed below that level. So what it says is, I am done. This order block is done. This order block is done. You can look for the next liquidity. Where is this? So how your trade forms over here is, as you go, this is in the morning, so I don't usually trade in the morning, but I'm just telling you ki how you can analyze and take these positions. So your short position will be after this level, after taking this liquidity, but closing below that level, which says ki keep a stop loss of 50 pips, 50 pips, and target to the next liquidity. This is the next liquidity. So yeah, that is around 140 pips. So that is how trading should be done, and that is how you should understand these levels, and you should come up with it yourself. you will have a little bit of more clarity, and how you should trade. So that is one of the trades that could have been taken, but I did not take that. If you are trading in Asian session, you could take that. I'm usually at office by that time, so I don't trade at that time. But it is if I do see these kind of trades, I will ping you in the group, in the Telegram channel, and please do check. Please do pin the Telegram channel so that you will get updates as fast as possible. Because while in trading, you should be as fast as possible while executing the trades. So that should be your first and foremost thing that you should follow. And as far as you go, as you're understanding this, see, after this what happened, it took the liquidity from this level and it formed a green candle. So what that suggests is, even I would have taken buy over here. It is uh, it is actually good trade to take buy over here, because there is a lot of fair value ups here. And also it is taking liquidity from here, and it is taking support from this order block. You can see it is taking this from this order block. This high and this low are matching, which is saying it is taking from that order block at the 11:15. So what this says key, this is actually our trade which suggests ki we should go long. But 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 as gold is in bearish, as I told you ki gold is in bearish, from here onwards it was bearish. This candle suggested it was bearish, and change of character happened over here. In 4 hour also, 4 hour also change of character happened. 4 hour change of character happened over here, over this level. But in lower time frames, in 15 minutes, the change of character happened over here. If you can see it, understand how change of character is happening and how it is happening. See, this is the change of character in 15-minute area. In 4 hour area, this was the, as I shown you in before time key, this was the change of character for 4 hour time frame. But 15-minute time frame, this was the change of character area. You're getting this right. So when you when it's formed a change of character, looking for retracement is a little risky. As I always told you, I always tell in the Telegram channels, retracement trades are little risky, but they are fast and profitable. They will give you results very quickly. So if any retracement, I will show you retracement trades. See, this is if you think about it, these are retracement trades. If this could be a retracement trade, this shows key it fell down and it retraced back, and it gave a good level, good RR, good RR, which says key it has turned bullish from here, but still it can be taken as a retracement trade, and it still give us around 100 pips or so. So that what I was telling you is, after change of character, you should be looking for bearish entries in that time frame. In 4 hour, if you're not a certain key from here, you don't know. But in 15 minutes, you're certain key from here, it has turned bearish until it forms an engulfing candle or something. Until that, I'm fine. It's going bearish, and you have already, and as I told you, you're already entered in a short here. So I would not recommend you take that trade, because only there is a liquidity over here, there is order block over here, so I should take it long. So that shouldn't be the case. Analyzing these things, if gold was bullish, this would have been all time high. This trade would have gone to all time high, but it's not bullish. Even though still DXY is falling, it is not bullish because it has turned bearish. The change of character has happened. So if you can see here as well, the change of character happened over here. We can see a lot of things. In 1 hour time frame, if you want to see 1 hour time frame, where did the change of character happen? In 1 hour time frame as well, the change of character happened. mm, this point. See, the change of character happened at this point. This could be a indication as well, but this could be an indication as well, but normally the main highs and lows are taken. So this would be the change of character in 1 hour time frame. For this, this was the low, so this was the change of character in 1 hour time frame. But mostly I prefer to trade in 15-minute time frame, so I would take trades using a 15-minute change of character to the downside. So I'll tell you another thing. So that was the trade that should be avoided, and this was the trade that should be taken. And actually, I have marked some levels. Couldn't figure out where, because from here I have took one trade this time in the afternoon. Where did I did took that trade? Let me see. Mhm. Actually, trend line trade is also been forming here. See, it closed below it. It closed below it for first time. When it's when it came back, when it came back, it just fall from there. So trend line trading is a little bit risky, but if you have a big stop losses, it can work out. Um, yes, I took a trade over here. I will tell you where from there. 3,100. Yes, 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 got it. So this was after change of cater happened over here, but still I waited for a long time because there was no retracements. There was no retracements over here. If it retraced back to this level, I would have taken, but it didn't. It just it just retested this low and fell down from there. So what I did was I took after I told you I told you in the last stream that this 3,100 was a good liquidity level. If the market doesn't give us the confirmation to, I was actually telling you take a long from here, but if the market has changed the character and the market still hasn't given you the confirmation, you should take a short. So what I did was I just after this thing after closing below this 3,100 level without any confirmation to the upside, I just took a short trade over here, and it was a one of the greatest good trades that I did because the stop loss was very low. It was around 20 pips. I just took the trade over 3,100, and I just put a 20 pips over here. This is what I just did. And I looked for next liquidity zone. I anticipated these order blocks which we have drawn before in the live stream. This order block what uh, will be not followed. I knew that from we can't say that from understanding, but from experience. If these kind of candles are forming, see these kind of candles only form, see this candle without a top wick. It says that there is a bearishness, so much bearishness in gold. And at that time DXY was a little bit retracing back, and it was trying to go up or something. So I just took a trade from 3,100 to the next liquidity level. The next liquidity was I took the trade only for to here, as I remember, because I thought here was a good liquidity, but I know it would retrace to a bigger level, like next high. This was the next high that I was talking about, 57. It would have been a 50 500 pips cut rate, but I didn't go greedy and do that because my stop loss, my risk to reward ratio was almost was very nice, and I was shocked. It was very nice. So this was the liquidity level I was looking for. This liquidity level. So if you pop up and see what's happening over there, why I took this only, I marked this in the last stream, I think. So this level is a good level. This order block, it's following this order block. So I just thought this is not a great level to have a profit set, but I know this level will be executed, because after this I know it will fall. But I didn't know I didn't just hold it because anticipate every move of it. So I just took trade around 300 pips. 300 pips was around my target. Was I took a little bit detour or something around 300 pips. Around 300 pips I captured with 20 pips stop loss. So that is something that we should anticipate, and that is something we should look out for. So after that, now came the biggest trade that I did. So this was a really experienced trade that I did. That is from mostly from my experience. I just didn't do a lot of analysis. I'll show you what that trade was. In Telegram also I shared that. I told you that was one of our first trades. I'll show you in Telegram as well. If I don't know if you can see my Telegram channel, let me share that. Hmm, let me present it. Wait a minute. Just yes. Yep, there it is. If you can see my screen, so here is the trade that I have given. This is one of the first trades. So as I in the morning, so in the evening I told Ki, sorry, when was this trade? Okay, in the evening I told gold is dumping like this because of tensions arising in trade wars. As I told you, why that change of characters has happened. So after that, this was the trade which was important, and why I took this trade. I'll tell you in a bit. So I told I at 7 p.m. I told you at a peak hour of New York session could try this long or could wait for a change of character and then trade. But I did try this. I took that long, and it gave rewards in just minutes. Uh, my 220 pips target hit like crazy just in 5 minutes. So I was still holding. So I was if you're still holding, it was like in half an hour time, it was just was going like crazy, and it was 300 pips. And my friend who was holding till 8 p.m., he got more than 600 pips. So yeah, I wasn't that greedy. So this was what I was telling was you is if you understand the higher time frames and take entries in lower time frames, it will be good for you. That is all. We will get back to the charts again. So this was a trade here. I took trade after confirmation. This was the first one key. I understood key from here. Buyers were starting to come, which is telling us key yes, gold wants to go up, and it has a lot of liquidity. And as DXY is decreasing, and I know DXY is decreasing, and it needs liquidity, and gold found liquidity at this level. After finding this level, this was the last high that I already have marked before. This high this high was tested, and it took as support. After taking it as support, I didn't just took the trade from here. I waited for the confirmation. This was if you can see this is a kind of engulfing candle. which suggests that there is a possible chance of reversal. So this candle suggested there is a possibility of a reversal coming. So after that, entries were made. So after that, this candle suggests that there was entries made over this point, and I still waited. I still waited for confirmation. As I told you, as I told in the Telegram group as well. I told them to wait could take this long or wait till the change of character. Change of character will happen after this. So I told them ki after the change of character you can take the trade, or before you can take this trade, because I think by my experience I understood it might go up and it will give us a good targets. So my risk to reward ratio is pretty simple. I just took long over here. After this 5 minute candle, I remember it clearly. This was the candle it formed, and I just took trade after this one, and I posted it. Just take this trade. So my my target was to take these lows, these breaker blocks and all, around 220 pips. 220 pips ka target I had put. And yes, but what happened was I wasn't looking at the charts. I was looking at the news, news, and if something is happening. We also had some non sorry, well, what we had at 3rd April we had some news, right? So we had some news and I was looking for that, what happened. And while I was looking, the trade just hit the take profit, and I didn't. I always put the stop losses first and then take profit. So I just left it and it went to hit my TP, and so I just hold it. I understood key gold has changed its character over here. So holding from this point is a good trade. So I holded it, and I holded it till these levels around 500 pips. That was the biggest trade that I did, because gold is moving. This is this is the biggest trade, actually, really the biggest trade that I did, capturing 500 pips with people uh, over this was the this was the order block that I was afraid would give us some resistance. So that is where I booked my trade after showing some resistance or something. Around 500 pips I have booked. Around 500 pips over here or something. Around 500 pips. It was just a liquidity and a high retesting trade. Just that, in a matter of minutes, in a matter of 45 to half an hour to 45 minutes, it just gave us a good risk to reward ratio, and the risk to reward ratio 1 is to 8, which is more than what I could ask for. So that was the biggest trade that I did, that I was telling you about. So other than that, if anything else was there, yeah, that trade we took. And after that I gave another trade as well. This I'll show you on Telegram as well. This trade is a little bit tricky trade, but it was a retracement trade, but it could have been taken. Let me show you the retracement trade that we took. So yeah, so we can see here this wall I told is 600 pips over. So after I got a little confirmation that gold is trying to go bearish, or it's not trying to go bearish, it is trying to retrace back to find new buyers. And so what I did was I understood that even less, if we have a little bit scalping, we could have almost 100 to 150 pips, because gold was moving like crazy in 5 minute time frames as well. So in 5 minute time frame, this was the trade that I gave. This was the before trade, and this was the trade that I gave afterwards. So let me share my original screen. Let's go into the charts. So yes, actually I take trades in the phone, so I am not syncing the charts properly. So these are the trades that I took, and I have given a trade after this. So look at this. Look at this. How I took this trade. This is I will explain you. actually took this trade after change of character. Yes. So the change of character was here, right? Change of character was here, and I actually took trade after this, after falling, after gold has already fallen from 3135, which is a level of which is a daily. If you can see, this was the daily opening that had happened. So it took a resistance from there, daily time frame ka in 1 day ka time frame ka. From that it took resistance. So when it took that resistance, it started falling. So I didn't take the trade before after this candle. After this candle, I waited for the change of character, because as you could see ki this shows ki gold has turned a bullish after this, right? Gold has turned bullish after this, after finding that high. So that is why I didn't took any trade. But this much fast moving in any asset is telling us ki movement will come in reverse direction as well, and more fast than what has previously come before in the opposite side. If gold has moved like in 5 minutes it had moved like 50 pips, in the same 5 minutes it will move 60 to 70 pips when it's retracing back. So that is the intuition behind it, and I took the trade over here. It was a little late. I felt a little late. So our risk reward ratio was this. So I took the trade after change of character, and put my stop losses over this fair value gap. And there was an order block here as well. Sorry, there was a breaker block here as well. But I don't think that was, yeah, that could be followed. So that is why I to put the stop loss around 60 to 70 pips. And after that, I waited for this is actually 15-minute order block. We go into 15-minute time frame. I have marked these levels in my phone in another account. That's fine. I'll mark it here as well. So this was the order block, and if somebody wants to buy, they have to wait for this to happen to buy. So what I thought was, yes, they should it should come back if somebody wants to buy. So that is why this I took this trade. So this trade was pretty simple. But see what happened. It gave us almost 170 pips, 170 pips, and it retraced back to the entry level. Some people might take out the trade, but I didn't take out the trade. I know ki it will have to find new buyers, and they are here over here. So it should fall at least 250 pips. I know that will happen, but I don't know if we'll cover this fair value gap and take order block, take resistance from that order block. So that I was not aware of. But it went to 170 pips, and then it traced back to our entry, and then in the night, which I was still holding, in the night it hit our target. In the night it consolidated a little bit, and in the Asian session it hit our target. And as I told you, this order work, in 15 minutes, it has been followed, and it gave 3089 to 109, 200 pips cut rate. See, gold is bearish, but this retracement rate has given, sorry, gold is bullish. So it is possible that it would give this kind of trades. It has turned bearish after, in 5 minutes. In 15 minutes, the bearish change of character will happen over here. See, or after this it will happen, or even this could be considered. Yes, this could be considered in 15-minute time frame. In 5 minute, change of character happened over here. If you see 5 minute, I've already shown you. 5 minute, it happened over there. It formed a low, it broke that low, it formed low, it went high, it went to the high, it came back, it didn't took support from that level, which you should. If it should have taken, there would be no change of character, but it has not taken the support, so it fell. So it says the change of character happened. And in 5 minutes, in 15 minutes, the change of character happened after a little bit of time. The change of character happened after this low. The change of character happened after this thing in the morning. But we have already anticipated the 5 minute time frame ka change of character, so we are already in the shorts. So that was the trade that I took, and it gave 250 pips in the morning. If in the morning in the Asian session. So that was the trade that we did. These were the trades we did on 3rd April. So 4th April was a little messy, but we still made profits from there. So let me show you those as well. So yep. So if you see here, so change of character of 15 minutes has happened, and now what happened was change of character. See here at 14 o'clock, that means 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What it did was it made a little green red candle over here, and it trying to retrace back because DXY was falling, and retraced back. And what it did was it is looking for liquidity. It has turned bearish. As I told you, it has turned bearish, but it is looking for liquidity. Where is the liquidity? Where is the liquidity? Liquidity is over here, over this high, and there is fair value gap over here as well. In 4 hour time frame, I already told you it took liquidity from here. That was what I was telling you. See, this thing, this is very important. In the afternoon London session, what happened was London session. This is 15-minute time frame. It took liquidity from here. If you can see it properly, so this was 3135.2, and it went to 3135.8. So it took the liquidity. It grabbed liquidity from there. It grabbed liquidity from there, and it is also a one day ka resistance level. This is a 1 day candle, 1 day ka starting rate. So 1 day ka resistance level also is there, and it took liquidity as well. So liquidity from a very good level, very good level. This is a very good level because all the sellers stop losses are over here, right? Because it fell, it came back over here. Whoever is selling over this point has stop losses over here. Whoever is selling at this point has stop losses over here. Whoever is selling at this point will have stop losses over here. So all this liquidity, we know it has all that liquidity. After taking, see, this candle suggests it was looking for the liquidity, as crazily looking for the liquidity. After this candle, if it had formed taking after taking this liquidity, if it had formed a green candle, then then it has breached the liquidity and it is going up. But after taking this liquidity, it has not done that. It has fallen back. It has thoroughly fallen back. How? Because if you see the candles, you'll understand. If you trading live, you'll understand. This candle, if you see this candle, this 15-minute wala candle, it has no top wick. We suggest key it is rejecting from that level. It is rejecting like crazy from that level. So when this happened, I took a trade here at in the afternoon around 5 o'clock, I think. Yes, around 5 o'clock. Around 5 o'clock. After this happening, after taking off this liquidity and forming of this candle, I know I know that this won't go up above this because it has taken that liquidity. It has that liquidity. What will do? It will have it will definitely have to go at least to here. This is the order block, at least to here, at least to here. But that is still a little bigger target. 135 to 115 is still 200 pips. So I just took the risk and I took trade from here by putting around 30-40 pips of stop loss. After formation of this candle, a 40 pips of stop loss, 40 pips of stop loss. I took this trade in 5 minute level. I'll show you all this trade I have shared in the Telegram and WhatsApp groups. Please do, please do get updated at that, and please do read the messages. Whatever whatever messages are there in the group, they're important because they're what tend you to learning. If you don't, if you don't look at them and you're just looking at them whenever you got time. If you look at them and faster, then you can be able to take that trade and you can trade, and you'll know what is happening in the market. If you just after 1 hour of after 1 hour, I kept a trade at let's say 4 o'clock, and you are looking at 5 o'clock. The trade has been done and everybody are enjoying in their profits. So we are done and we are out. See, see this trade I entered here with 40 pips of stop loss. My my this was my intuition was key. This will This was a breaker block here. There was not an order block. This was a breaker block here. Sorry, 15 minutes. Let's see in the 15 minutes. No, yeah, this was a breaker block here. This was a breaker block here. See, I thought ki this would break this breaker block, or it will take liquidity from here, or will rise. So my target was till this low, around 2 to 220 bips, which suggests ki I thought this would take a liquidity from this level and it would give some retracement trade. I know it's bearish, but still hold having these kind of auras is important because we can't hold forever. If I had to hold it this trade, it would have been like above 1,000 pips. So I would have had profits above 1,000 pips. But that is not how we trade, because now it sounds feasible and it sounds very good, but in a longer time this is not the way we should trade things, because these kind of profits are not actually seen in gold. I've been trading gold in a lot of time, and we know this week has been a lot more different than any other weeks. So after the first quarter, as the second quarter started, uh, I think a lot of money is coming in into the market. So that is why a lot of movement has coming in. So while you do or trading these kind of trades, please do risk small amount, risk about your stop losses. Before, the stop losses used to be 20 to 30 pips. Now the stop losses are 40 to 50 pips. We suggest we have to decrease our lot sizes as profit sizes are also increasing. So that is one thing to take care of, because I heard a lot of people are blowing their accounts, and see, this is just a week first. This is the first week of second quarter, and this just because if you over trade you can lose. There's a possibility that you can lose. So I've heard a lot of people has blown accounts, and this is not how you should trade. You should have this RR fixed and take those trades. Don't over trade. Don't over trade, and don't take revenge trades, which will which will eventually which will eventually eat you up, man. So don't do that. Okay, so that was a trade that I took. So analysis is simple. It has turned bearish, and okay, let me show you. So the liquidity, taking this liquidity was the important, crucial part, because after taking that liquidity, it has shown a great deal. So change of character in 15-minute change of character happened over here. If you can see it, 15 minute change of character happened over here. So See here, I will show you key what actually is happening. Sorry. So this, if you see, if you look at this is a change of character. Normally, change of character trades are taken like this. Uh, it will, what happens is any asset will normally ideal situation, the change of character will happen closes below the low or high, whichever it is. After forming that, it will retest the change of character level, then it fall down, then it will fall down or up depending upon you're going long or short. So what happened here was it retraced back, but it didn't retrace back directly to the change of character level. So why this is coming, as I told you in the last live session as well, buffers will definitely come. So this buffer, the 103.9 to 104.7 is the 10 pips ka buffer. 10 pips ka buffer will will come. We don't know when it will come, when it will not come. So these buffers will come. Why it will come is because everybody wants to get a piece of this, right? So everybody wants to get a piece of this, and they understand ki it has turned bearish and it has breached the bearish order block, bearish breaker block. So they are ready to trade. So it has a bullish breaker block, so they're ready to trade, they're ready to take it to the downside. So everybody are entering, and as fast as this candle formed, everybody started pushing it down, and it just gave us good targets. But I wasn't trading at this time. So but if it did, the trade could be that if it did touch that, we could have taken a trade to the towards the downside, and our RR would be like this. So normally, if change of character happens, that is how trade this trade should go. But it hasn't retested that level because of, as I told you, buffers, and everybody wants to get a piece of the profits. So they started selling a little bit faster than anticipated. So that is why having buffers is what I always told you. Have those buffers in the stop loss and take profits as well. So this trade hasn't been triggered, and it's no loss and no profit. It's fine. These things will happen. You should move on. Sorry. So yeah, this is today I took another trade over here. Two trades over here. Actually, if you see this trade, did you hit the top stop loss or something? Damn, almost to the stop loss. Still running. Actually, see here I made a mistake. I didn't take the buffer. I actually, in the 5 minute time frame, I'll show you what I was looking for. So I was looking for this this low to be retested, this low to be retested. So I waited. So my take profit was a little less than that. But what it did was it didn't come back to that level. It just it, and I thought ki this fair value would gap which has formed would be covered as well, but it didn't. It just started falling from this level. So these things happen. See, it is coming back up right now, but see, it almost hit our stop loss. Our stop loss was for 30 to 40 pips. I think 40 pips stop loss I put. So always keep the stop loss in the round number so you can understand what is happening. Even take profits as well. To certain levels have those levels, and in those levels have your stop loss. So I thought ki this would this fair value gap would be covered, but it didn't. So it gave us 170 pips ka profit, and it came back. So that happens, uh, that happens, and you should move on. That happens, and actually, if it's near our TP and it's retracing back to our original entry price, I suggest ki you take out that trade. Just take it out and break free, because you don't want to have this have it hit your stop loss. It will change your mentality. So if that does happen, sometimes it will happen. This does hurt a lot, but okay. What is it? What is the main thing is you should be able to learn from these things. The main point is learning. That is all. So one other thing that I should tell you, Iki, after certain time, please do not trade. Like after 10:30 to 11, please don't trade, because there is no volume in the market, and most of the manipulations will happen. And Friday is actually known for manipulations, so please do not trade after that. I will cut this trade as well. I was just showing you that. So I will show you another trade that I took. This was the last before trade that I took here. So see, so this was actually inspired. I got inspired from this. I'll show you how I got inspired. So I saw this. So as I told you, wait. As I told you, I saw this. Our entry hasn't been activated, right? So I saw this, and I thought I should have buffer in my entry. So what I did here is, here actually normally I should look for this retesting of this low, then take the trade, but I didn't look for that. I went back and looked for this low and that high which it took its support from this low and this high, right? This was a trade where we took 500 plus pip profit. So from that level, when it closed down below that level, I know ki it will come and retest that level, because that is a good level, and I know that it will come back and it will retest that level. So normally what I should have done is, normally a trader, what should he wait for is, he should wait for this order block, and this level he should wait for this. But I know ki a lot of traders are aggressive, and they're just going to sell from here, because this is in a higher time frame, this is more important than this, because this is in 15 5 minute time frame. In 1 hour time frame, 1 day time frame, this is more important, more high valued resistance. So I just took the trade from there. As fast as it came, it closed below that level. It closed below that high or the low. It closed below that low. I was ready to take the trade as it retraced back, and I took the trade from the same level, same all time high, same structure, structure, last all time high structure. Then I put a stop loss till this level. If it does retrace back to this level, I just had a stop loss of 50 to 55 pips. And if it after this candle, I know ki it will go down and down. This candle almost see, after this green candle, there is no wick over there, which suggests ki there is a lot of selling happening and people are trying to sell. So this almost engulfing candle has formed, and I just left the trade. Actually, I just left the trade, and what happened afterwards was, I just left the trade, and my target got hit. My target got hit around 230 pips. So why I put only 230 pips? Let's discuss this as well. This was the 1 day time frame order block that I have marked before. So this level 3034, right? Even 1 day time frame, I have marked this order block. So this was the order block I was talking about. 3034. So I know ki from this level it will retrace back, because this is an order block. It is a 1 day time frame order block, so it's still in that order block. So we could take a long entries from here. It is possible it will take a liquidity and go up, but what I would suggest is, there is a lot more possibility in the next week Then next week, actually, I will do a weekend next week analysis. I will upload that video on, tomorrow. It will be a short video. It will just we'll just analyze what will happen next week. What is gold going to do? We already know ki if this order block is going to be followed, it will retest back to at least this level 3100. It will retest back to that, or at least this 3050 ka level, which is almost 300 ka pips, 300 pips. So if it wants to follow a market structure, it can follow structure from here. So that is also a possibility. So so that is kind of things what we can look for, depending upon Monday and how it happens. I will I will tell you. I will upload the video of weekend analysis tomorrow. I'll make a video about it. So yes, we were talking about why I was telling you का daily time frame 15 minute का बताता हूँ. So ये ट्रेड के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. हम्म. हाँ, मेरे को कंफर्मेशन मिल गया था कि I got the confirmation that gold is going to fall after this one, after this one. So yeah, I was telling you about the order block, right? So order block, that order block. So my target was till that order block, and so I closed the trade after that order block. I know there will be a buffer. See, I see this trade I took. Trade I took is because of that 1 hour, 1 day order block only. You understand? You are getting my point. I took this trade because it is in a 1 hour order block time frame. So that is what I was telling you. So yeah, this was a selling trade. This was a retracement trade, which is a little risky. I have also wrote it in the group that that it is a little risky, but should try. It gives profit faster than anything else. See, I took this trade at 21:30, and by 21:30 in the half an hour, I almost reached my profit. So yes, in 170 pips in a half an hour is crazy. So that is the yesterday's and today's analysis. Actually, yesterday I should have done a video, but I didn't. I didn't find time. Okay, well, I hope you understood what are these levels and how are these playing out. How I'm taking this trade. So I'll explain you this trade how I took. See, I didn't take it just after this. I waited for the double bottom. Wait, I waited at the double bottom in 5 minute time frame. I think. Yes, yeah. Here I waited till here. So here was the first bottom, and I waited for the second bottom to happen. Then a green candle. Then I took the trade from here. You're getting my point. I didn't took directly because gold is in bearish mode, so I just took after the confirmation. After this is also a small confirmation, but as gold is fallen a lot, and I thought it would have to retrace back. So, and it is also in a 1 day order block support. So yes, I took this trade from here, from the second buying. Then second buying I took in 5 minute time frame, and I looked to the next, as I told you, the next breaker block, next fair value upper zone, but it didn't reach that. That is fine. That is not in our hands, but I am just telling you the intuition behind taking that. Okay, so that ends our yesterday's and today's analysis. I hope you understood the session. We have made three parts for these analysis, but most of the analysis we have done in this video as well, only this video. So if you watch this video, that is fine. So yes, that is most of the analysis for today and yesterday. Will If I could make time, we will be coming live in the peak hours in a New York session from 6 o'clock. But I will have to find time, and I will find time in the near future, and we'll make that. But before that, I will take classes. I will provide you the basics of trading. basics of trading, as I told you, the order blocks and breaker blocks. All these things I will cover. I will upload videos, short videos, so that they shouldn't be long. I know lives can be a little long, but I will upload videos to target as less time as possible, and make good impact as possible. So that is what I would try. And yeah, that is all. Let's end the stream now. It's already 12 o'clock now, and market is already consolidating. As you know, ki after 10:30 to 11 p.m., it's not good to trade. It actually manipulates. So this I will take out this trade as well. If somebody has booked profits at 100 to 150 bips, good for them. And yeah, so take care. Bye bye. Please do comment and like this video, and please do ask questions. And if you want any certain concepts or certain videos on whichever concepts you like, please do comment and we'll make videos on that. And happy learning, and welcome to tradingmaze.com. Sorry, trading maze channel. And trade with maze. Always trade with maze. Do not blow your accounts. Take care of yourselves. Okay, we'll end this stream. Bye bye. Take care.